Welcome to Operations and Supply Chain University. I'm Jerry Wright. This is Ops University Lean Six Sigma Green Belt Certification course, lesson number 2, SIPOC. So SIPOC is suppliers, inputs, processes, outputs, and then customers. It's a high level, like 10,000 foot process map. It's a great starting point for looking at the process. It forces you to think, okay, who's giving me my inputs? What am I doing with them? Where do they go? And who receives them? So it's a very high level suppliers, inputs, processes, outputs, and customers. It's a good communication tool that provides a process snapshot so everyone can see what's going on. It defines the start and stop areas, and it lists inputs and outputs to and from the process to be improved. Now, SIPOC is ideal for identifying teams or departments and functions and what goes into and comes out of the process. SIPOC can help you identify the inputs or outputs you may not usually consider, or the impacts of them under examination. SIPOC is a good high-level starting point in the define phase of DMAIC. If you remember, DMAIC is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, or the 5 steps that we take in Lean Six Sigma. So in the defining point, it's good to start off with a simple SIPOC like you can see here. Here we have an example of the supplier as a vendor. Their input is raw materials. The process we do with that is inspect, clean, sort, assemble, package, and label. That output is a product that we put into the warehouse. And ultimately, that warehouse ships things to the end customer. Here's another SIPOC example. This is one that's very similar to the one we just looked at. Here we have the supplier as the warehouse providing raw materials. And in this process, we do assembly, test, inspection, pick, pack, and then ship. And the output in this example is a finished good called an Iceman, and it goes to the distribution centers for customers to order. This is what the product looks like. This is the company I worked at for many years, DJO Global, and this was one of our highest volume products, and it was also one of the things we spent the most time working on improving. So here's an example of a SIPOC format. This is in your Lean Six Sigma Green Belt Toolkit. You can see that it's just basically an Excel input. So you'll have this as a tab in your workbook. And again, your SIPOC assignment is think about your process that you're going to look at for your project. Who is giving you the inputs? What's the process you do? What is the output? Maybe it's a singular output or it's multiple outputs. And then who does it go to? Is it just one customer or is it multiple customers? So again, a very straightforward high-level starting point is your SIPOC, and this is the assignment you would do for your project. That's it for SIPOC. Thank you.